Sangeeta for very loving introduction, and like it is right, it is a long journey which we have traveled together. पहला तो मेरा प्रणाम मैडम शारदा जैन को और सीनियर डॉक्टर उमा राय, डॉक्टर नीरजा और लाइक सब सीनियर्स को। और मैं एक दो चीज़ें कह सकती हूँ क्योंकि करीब मैं 25 से 30 साल से फॉक्सी में और भी एसोसिएशंस में काम कर रही हूँ। वी आर सो फॉर्चुनेट एंड वी कैन से फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू आर सो फॉर्चुनेट टू हैव द पर्सन लाइक डॉक्टर शारदा जैन, बिकॉज you know, world is craving for the leaders with the commitment, character and conviction, and unfortunately this is not the scenario, be it anything in the political and the professional bodies and this thing. And we can feel Dr. Sharda Jain has done what a miraculous work, because we have been traveling all over country and across country. Really the persons like madam is a exception today to have, and we are so much fortunate to have a person like her, and who can like the groom everything, groom discipline, she can groom courage, she can, and the so open and the clear hearted person. So first of all we have to be like it is a really blessing. So with this we will going to have the talk, and we will focus today prediction and prevention, and this is all gratitude for always being together. So it is, life is all about gratitude and like doing something for everybody. So I bring greeting, मेरा जन्म भूमि और शिक्षा भूमि तो मेरा आगरा और ब्रज है, एंड कर्म भूमि बुद्धा और गोरखनाथ की नगरी है, which says we can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace with ourselves. So it is all about stability. So preterm birth, what is the magnitude? That almost 15 million babies born preterm. Number of preterm birth is rising because we are introducing, one of the thing is the iatrogenic preterm we are inducing, we are doing elective cesarean for many reasons, and in developing world we don't have that good survival of preterm babies, and we have to prevent many deaths. Now India tops contribute to the maximum number of preterm birth. It is more than China and Nigeria, and actually these statistics is not at all to have something low confidence among us. Actually it should hurt us, it should prick our consciousness, and it should result in our day-to-day practice change and the professional bodies work. So it is nothing about, this is our problem. जैसे बुद्धा कहते हैं, like first you understand that this world is sorrow, then you will go for the change that it is not sorrow. So first we should identify, and it is nothing low self-esteem. This is for especially for the young generation, that never look for the Western world. Their problems are their own, and our problems are, we have also also, but I can say we have a lot of positivity in our system, but it should hurt us and it should motivate us to do something different. So it is a world of inequity, and what we say, we are not able to have that good salvage rate of the preterm babies, and we have to work together. So why it is important for India? Because हम सब लोग देखते हैं कि जब बच्चे का सीजर या डिलीवरी, दैट इज़ ए स्मॉल पार्ट, लेकिन बच्चा 2 महीने NICU में रहता है, दे स्पेंड लैक्स ऑफ मनी, एंड व्हेन दे गो होम दे आर नॉट एबल टू प्रोवाइड दैट एटमॉस्फेयर. सो इट इज़ सोशली, इमोशनली, फिजिकली, फाइनेंशियली टॉक्सिंग फॉर फैमिली, फॉर पर्सन एंड सोसाइटी, एंड वी हैव टू like look something into our day-to-day the practice. So a little bit about, we don't want to really study about etiopathogenesis and the defining, but few things which are clinically important, that is that the before 20 week it is miscarriage, so we don't like do any resuscitation for a very small preterm. And I want to emphasize that the early term is also important. That is a early term, 37 to 38 week is also a kind of prematurity. So whenever we plan some cesarean or something, we have to see that it is around 39 week, 38 week plus or the 39. So the late preterm and the early terms are the thing where we have to look it, and it is all about age of viability. So in our country it is, I can say 26 to 28 week now when we can really salvage these babies. A lot of issue, preterm बच्चे always they have a recurrent infection, so many problem, not only short term and the long term, so many hearing defect, the cognitive problems, and that's why we want to really predict and prevent. So all preterm birth 40 to 45% are spontaneous. Today I will talk only for the spontaneous preterm labor, but the 35% are prom and the 35% are the iatrogenic. One message that preterm labor is not an entity. We cannot have a one window approach. It is a syndrome. It have the multiple etiology and a multiple presentation, and that's why every patient need a different sort of the management, different sort of prevention, and it is not a single entity, which I want to communicate very, very strongly. And understanding what is the nature has said, clock usko karke पीछे कर देती है, so that we have the premature contraction and the cervical insufficiency. Important thing now, this is a simple understanding, but it is nothing theory. When there is like a preterm labor, it has been a few weeks before patient has certain problem. It is an indolent process. Patient might come with every 4 days she is coming, मेरा पेट में टेंसनेस हो रहा है, मेरा पेट में टेंसनेस हो रहा है, बेबी नहीं मूवमेंट कर रहा. The second complaint, which is very, very important, they come for the recurrent vaginal discharge. So at this point, when she is having certain complaint, we cannot say no, she is getting psycho, she is getting anxious. We have to look that actually what is happening, and that is the time, that indolent, that is the what we can say the incubation period for the preterm labor. We have to look it. So it is a inflammation and infection, very, very important cause in our country for the preterm labor. A little very peculiar to our country, that is the fasting. Always every woman fasts for so many reasons, from the gods to husband to family and the children. So we all understand there is a one fast, and in night people like women are coming into the labor room for the pain. And the uteroplacental ischemia, it is not the IUGR, but it is a uteroplacental ischemia which can cause the uterine contraction. Genetics is always there, and it is not only the maternal genes, it is the fetal genes also. So the fetal gene, few people are in hurry, few fetus are in hurry to come into the world. So this is the new understanding, that genetics and the microbiome, two things are there when we are really reviewing every disease in a different perspective. So that is the recognizing. And what I say, that like science has not invented anything. Science has only discovered what was already. So we have to be very, very humble and wise to understand nature, that what is happening. Risk factor is important before all these things. Every patient, when she comes to us, we should have a universal screen protocol that she might have a high risk factor for the preterm labor. So non-modifiable factor we cannot modify: ethnicity, fetal gender, short dysphagia, previous history of preterm birth. But where we can intervene, that is the nutritional deficiency. We are going to have a panel after that. Infection, smoking, substance abuse, and a short pregnancy interval. So contraception also comes. So world is interdependent. It is contraception, but that long pregnancy interval really have a low risk. It is a low risk for the preterm labor in the next pregnancy. All IVF pregnancy, multifetal pregnancy, previous uterine surgeries, metroplasty, many things have come new. These are the upcoming. We have anemia, we have the infection, we have the all the things, but the new things are coming. That is so many hysteroscopic surgery, IVF pregnancy, and the multifetal pregnancy. Spontaneous preterm labor must be differentiated from the prom, because that has a different management approaches. Uterine overdistension, again it is like a contraction gene, and the level of gastrin releasing peptide are increased. So GRP antagonist can be the future, that can be act as a tocolytic. Maternal stress is something we again have to understand. Today always we talk of stress, and all disease, PCOS, diabetes, everything is related to chronic inflammation and stress, and we have to look that how the woman who is coming to us is like, is she is relaxed or not. And I think in the urban population at least 60 to 70% people are not relaxed, they are almost tense. सर्वाइकल इनकॉम्पिटेंस भी डॉक्टर शिरोडकर हैज़ बीन द पायनियर, जिन्होंने सर्वाइकल एनाटॉमिकल इनसफिशिएंसी का कंसेप्ट दुनिया को दिया. बट नाउ वी हैव ए डिफरेंट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, दैट इज़ द So it is not only the anatomical insufficiency, rather we say it is not anatomical insufficiency, it is a dynamic insufficiency, because that is the organ, you know, every cell is alive. So this is important understanding where the other things have come to us, that it is a gradual process, infection, inflammation, then the chronic, then the myeloproteinase, and there is a collagen degradation that cause finally the cervical incompetence. So what we see on ultrasound or what we see, actually it was again a long process due to infection, due to inflammation, that is causing maybe the stress as well, which can cause the cervical insufficiency. However, we know that the cervical ultrasound is one of the important modality which we use. GI reproductive tract is patent, but it is also the thing, we can have bacteria, virus from everywhere, and that's why again I will say infection and inflammation response. Second thing, it is not in the bacteria. What I have learned in a COVID ने हमको जो hit किया, it was not in bacteria, it was in our response to. So all about sepsis syndrome, all about the response to infection. And when there is a fetal inflammatory response, fetus overreact to that infection, then we can have the preterm labor. Microbiota, a lot of thing to do, a lot of work on the periodontal disease, and it is another area where we can look it. So we can summarize that the preterm labor can be infection, decidual senescence, and the breakdown of maternal fetal surface, and it is an obstetrical syndrome with the multiple etiology. कमिंग टू प्रीटर्म लेबर प्रिडिक्शन, अभी प्रिडिक्शन की हम बात करते हैं तो सिवाय सर्वाइकल लेंथ के हम लोगों को कुछ नहीं सूझता है, बिकॉज वी हैव बीन बम्बार्डेड विद सो मैनी थिंग. सो इट इज़ द क्लिनिकल हिस्ट्री व्हाट वी से एंड द सर्वाइकल अल्ट्रासाउंड. Few thing about, I will not go any detail, but I will emphasize that right technique, right angle, and right interpretation is very, very important. And we have to understand and know that what is the normal endocervical canal, and we can so many times, हमेशा everybody says that it is a gold standard transfer. Yes, it is gold standard, but you can image abdominally. Many times women actually does not want at all around 20-week transvaginal ultrasound. So believe in yourself. That is the thing. We have not to follow something a super person says who does only 10 or 15 or 20 people or something have a lot of help. So we can see it, and we have to know that what is causing a little bit over-diagnosis, that is pressure, you put the more pressure on the probe or the maternal bladder full. So right technique, right thing. Funneling only is not a criteria for the cervical circular. Funneling with short in cervical length is the criteria that we should think that it is a cervical incompetence there may be there. If you see the sludge and debris along with it, it is a sign of intraamniotic infection. So it is not so कि आप cervical length देख रहे हैं तो कुछ नहीं देखेंगे. Whatever you are seeing other thing, that will also help. So it is classical T, V, Y, U we have no, and the one cut-off value is not important, but after 15 days, say it was 3 before, but it is 2.8. So it is not above cut-off, but it is important because it is a gradual shortening. Another important thing जो आजकल हम देखते हैं कि जब हम जेनेटिक 11 to 13 वीक पे एंटी स्कैन करेंगे तो हम सर्वाइकल लेंथ देखें. इट इज़ नॉट रिकमेंडेड because upper uterine segment, lower uterine segment is not formed, and actually you cannot have that idea, so you have to go for the 16 week. So this is very important that don't succumb to it. The basic signs we have to always remember. So all women should be screened for the cervical insufficiency or the preterm labor, but the universal screening is still not recommended because it can be very, very cost effective, not at all cost effective. We are going to have the cervical screening for the 27, but every high risk patient should have a good screening. Ambulatory uterine contraction meter not put in studies, but we can say हम हमेशा पेशेंट को बता सकते हैं, if you have a constant pain, if you have a tenseness, do come to us that what is happening. So every evidence also raise a question. Fetal fibronectin screening fails as a screening test. I want to emphasize that it is not at all a screening test. When the patient has leak and you want to confirm that she is going to preterm, then it has a positive predictive value that she might or she might not have the preterm labor in next 7 days. A lot of biomarkers are in the research, maybe 6 or 7 years. We will have many things, but there is no single or combined screening. It is a full spectrum, and the ultrasound, and एज ए कंट्री इंडिया वी हैव टू बी वेरी वेरी इकोनॉमिक माइंडेड. जब उसके पास कम रिसोर्स और कम पैसा, as a doctor we have to be very very careful actually what is working for our country, and we have to be very very careful about it. One thing, two thing new, uterocervical angle more than 95 and 105 degree along with decreasing cervical length, it is coming as a thing which we can see. And the second is the fetal adrenal zone. Richa from UCM has put a very good paper. She got first prize in something. So it was first time I got that the fetal middle adrenal zone, you can predict that this can be the predictor of preterm labor. So the fetal genetics. So few new things we always want to know what is happening in the world. So primary prevention, nutrition, short, no delivery, smoking. WHO का जब मैंने यहाँ पे यहीं दिल्ली इस यहाँ पे जो WHO का मीटिंग है, मैं गुलाम नबी आज़ाद was there. So smoking, a lot of thing on the smoking legislation. So what I want to say, it is not in our clinic only. It is smoking free legislation has contributed a lot to the prevention of preterm labor. So that's why Delhi pollution, maybe we are having more preterm birth when we have a more pollution, and maybe less when we have the comparatively better. So something, many things are going on, and we don't want to have the multi-fetal pregnancy. We want that the occupational fatigue, which is again a very very important issue for the preterm labor. So coming to hidden hunger, we will just talk that nutritional micronutrient supplementation should be the way. So secondary prevention, one is cervical circlage, seem overused or sometime underused. I will just say two or three things. History indicated cerclage is as good as ultrasound cerclage. Rescue cerclage sometime effective, sometime no. But short cervix always not to be equated with cervical insufficiency. Transvaginal, I will just say Shirodkar and McDonald. Just I take this one or two opportunity that Shirodkar, when you have the short cervix, choose Shirodkar, because you can go bladder, you can dissect and you can put, there is no foreign body reaction. It is a little more skilled, लेकिन हम लोगों ने एक तरह से उसको छोड़ दिया है, and we are like in a transabdominal, which is a very very invasive procedure. So whenever there is a short cervix, Shirodkar is very good, and McDonald seems simple but it may not be effective if you are not using right technique. So point of introduction of suture, never go to the suture 3 and 9 position, because vessels are there. It is always 12, 4, then 8. And the secondly, don't put stitch into the mucosa. You have to put the stitch into the all cervical stroma. And thirdly, usually the posterior lip is shorter and the anterior lip is a little longer. And there is the way that when we do the suturing, it should have the adequate cervical length. So few points, because we always want to have these points which are very very important in clinical surgery. Transabdominal cerclage पहले नहीं था, अब it is for very very short cervix and for failed previous cervical cerclage. But I want to warn that it is not a routine thing. It is invasive at the first. You cannot remove without doing cesarean, and if God forbid it is a preterm labor or the IUFD, even then you have to remove the cervical suture transabdominal from abdomen. So it is not a routine. Don't go to the every fashion, but just utilize the technique in a particular thing. Always choose the best and master every technique. So this is all that no. And the preterm labor, this is very important, that the cervical cerclage is not beneficial in the twin pregnancy. We don't know, we have to give post-operative rest, abstinence, progesterone, so many questions. So this is important study that cervical cerclage in twin pregnancy is not effective. So many IVF chains, actually why this question I am putting, many IVF chains put at the 14 week. Put cervical cerclage for all the thing. It may itself cause the infection and the start of zonal contraction, and sometimes we have really faced sometimes sepsis and the hemorrhage. So routine cervical length screening not indicated universally, but it is based on the history and the right technique. Coming to progesterone, thank you +9 people for bringing us this together for the beautiful evening. So progesterone is a possible mode of action. Is we know all progesterone it is anti-inflammatory, immunomodulator, quiescent of the uterus. I just want to say prolonged trial, optimum trial in the progress study. Most of the trial have used the 17 OHP till date, as a role of progesterone in prevention of preterm labor. And still, though we have not come to any definite conclusion, so FIGO has advised patient control outcome research initiative. So we want again the comprehensive high quality individual patient data. But whatever has been studies, it is vaginal progesterone studies are very less. It has come as an option, and the 17-OHPC has been used in most of the study. So this was the मीस ट्रायल एक्चुअली, जिसको कि और FDA का अप्रूवल जो मिला है प्रिवेंशन ऑफ प्रीटर्म का, दैट इज ओनली फॉर 17-OHPC, एंड इट वाज बिकॉज ऑफ द मीस ट्रायल विच शोज अ वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट रिडक्शन ऑफ प्रीटर्म, एंड द ऑरेकिल ट्रायल जिन्होंने बच्चों को फॉलो किया कि 5-6 साल तक उन बच्चों में कोई एडवर्स इफेक्ट नहीं था. ये दोनों स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टडी थी, दैट्स वाई they got the 17-OHPC approval for the prevention of preterm labor. So indication for prevention of current singleton pregnancy with history of the prior preterm labor, treatment to be initiated from 16 to 20 week and continue till 37 week. It is not indicated if the short cervix but no prior history of preterm birth, current multifetal pregnancy, and previously medically you have iatrogenic preterm birth. So we have to be very clear where we have to put the progesterone for the prevention of preterm labor. But the most of the studies has been for the 17-OHPC, and we have been very using since residency days. And one thing we can say, we can really individual, कुछ patient are very comfortable with the injection कि उनको रोज vaginal progesterone नहीं करना. Some patient have an issue with vaginal progesterone, itching है, also the change of microbiome. This is again, so if the patient is also happy with the injectable, then it is just you have to take 1 weekly injection, and just you have to show the good injection practices, so patient doesn't come with the infection or something. So what Foxy recommends that supplementation of progesterone, history of prior pre-birth and the short cervix. 17-OHP is the first choice, and again 16 to 20 to 36, 37 week, and another alternative is the vaginal progesterone, not 800, 1000, 1200, it is just 100 to 200 milligram progesterone. So we have to be, and the both are seem to be equally effective. So all studies, and which is optimum studies in 1228 patient which have says that the vaginal progesterone was not that effective, and the prolonged trial and every study actually says it is a prevention of preterm birth, but it is not statistically significantly higher. And I think that we think that we should actually take the full clinical scenario. What was the cause of preterm birth in that study? Progesterone in incompetent house, what is cervical length? ये मतलब this is the thing when we see the short cervical length, and especially the gradually reducing cervical length, then we can put the patient on the progesterone, maybe 17-OHPC, and the second is the vaginal progesterone. So what is telling Oracle trial, because हम लोगों ने जेस्टेनिन बहुत सारी ड्रग्स दी हैं, एंड वी हैव कम बैक विद द लॉट ऑफ स्लैब्स दैट द न्यू बॉर्न हैव इन लेटर इज दैट प्रॉब्लम. सो ऑरेकल ट्रायल गेव द एक्चुअली स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टैंड पॉइंट फॉर द the 17-OHPC for the preterm labor. So it is the all, and the Society of Maternal Fetal Medicine also advise the same thing, 17-OHPC from 16 to 20 week to 37 week of gestational age with singleton pregnancy, not the multifetal pregnancy. सर्वाइकल पैसेजीज आर कमिंग इन अ बिग वे, एंड द पैक्सेप ट्रायल में भी कुछ सालों के बाद हम लोग पैक्सेप ट्रायल को, मतलब सर्वाइकल पैसेजी विल बी अवेलेबल, एंड इट इज़ ए डच ट्रायल विच हैज सेड दैट इज़ वेरी गुड. एंड वन थिंग विच विल से, जब भी सर्वाइकल मे बी इन फ्यू टीचिंग इंस्टीट्यूशन यू मस्ट बी गेटिंग इट ऑल्सो. सो इट इज़ एड ऑन, इट इज़ चेंजिंग द यूट्रो सर्वाइकल एंगल. सो यू कैन कंबाइन द प्रोजेस्ट्रॉन with the cervical pessary because it is effective on the another way, that is the change into the uterocervical angle and the good health practices and the combined method, because sometimes we really do the cervical circlage as well as the progesterone, we really do under pressure. We don't know antibiotics are helpful or not, but one thing that the Comaxiclov not to be given antibiotic, and the judicious use of antibiotic, and why say really strongly per speculum examination must be there whenever the patient comes with the vaginal discharge. You feel a lot of candidal discharge, you see a bacteria vaginosis, and that need really treatment, but the antibiotic has not been proven, and so the bed rest and the treatment of periodontal, it is all positive thing. So bed rest not advocated, but no excessive activity, we can say. Tertiary prevention में 2 minute लूँगी. That the maternal care bundle, it is not our domain, but the steroid should be given in any probable preterm labor, be it a iatrogenic, be it is a spontaneous, judicious use of antibiotic. जो चीज़ हमारे मतलब की है, that is the max self when the baby is 32 week less and you think that this baby is going to deliver. Steroid we have to give a little careful. अगर patient diabetes है, then you have to admit it and see the escalating of the insulin or the antibiotic, and sometimes it is a frank sepsis, sometimes it can be a little like a problem also. Batnimethasol, and it is a real complex issue, so I am not. Tocolysis is not indicated long term. अगर हमको टोकोलिसिस देना है, बी इट इज़ एरिटोड्रिन, टर्ब्यूटलिन, अभी एटोसिबॉन की बात है, बिकॉज इट इज़ ए वेरी कॉस्टली एंड स्टिल अ बिग क्वेश्चन मार्क, बट बाय द टाइम the baby has the steroid benefit, or by the time the mother has the time to go to the care where NICU is available, only that 2-3 not more than 72 hours tocolytic is needed. क्योंकि still we see a 10 days, 15 days, 1 month Dovadelon like prescription, and this is not, because it has a lot of maternal issue and lot of fetal complication, fetal electrolyte imbalance, maternal tachycardia, congestive heart failure, and the steroid tocolytic, and sometimes GDM and infection. It is a really something very, very deadly friendship and combination. So this is very important message I want to give. Tocolytic not recommended, be it a Foxy or the international. Max Self is a proven, but before 32 week. Antibiotic warned against clovulanic acid. Cesarean not indicated for it. I will not go, it is a pediatric concept, लेकिन as an obstetrician it is our thing that we promote the kangaroo mother care, because everybody wants fancy care, शीशे का बक्सा, but all over the world the world is going, और पाकिस्तान में कुछ ऐसे सेफॉग हमने बहुत से शेयर किए हैं, they have found very, very good result with the kangaroo. तो as an obstetrician we have to be coordinating with our pediatrician that we can work up of it. So this is very important what we can do. And the oxygen not 100%, 30%. So it is our domain, क्योंकि हम लोग ही hospital के usually we are coordinating, we are in charge. So be careful that our pediatrician is not going the wrong way, like a breastfeeding or something. Surfactant, if the baby on ventilator or something, use early. That is the thing. So with this, a lot of research is going on, because it is a really like a something emotionally, we again say financially, physically taxing. We have a lot of things to go together. So risk stratification very, very important in every pregnancy. Cervical length in all high risk patient, and right intervention, right selection of patient for the cerclage and the progesterone. And in twin pregnancy we actually don't know what is going to work, because they have the different thing. So India, we are biggest contributor to world prematurity burden, and we have to do a lot of things as a like individual level as well as the society and the professional bodies level, because what works in India can work anywhere, and we should be trendsetter. So work, experiment, document and share. And with this I again appeal for joining hands, heart and brain for my Foxy presidential candidature.